And we're back. So, she's now dressed in, or how do you say it? She has a new arm. Pucko's here. She's here. The doctor probably, we can talk to her as well. See if the operation actually went well. Let's talk to Coyote first. See her face, whether it's all bloodied up or just scarred now. Coyote looks both better and worse than you last saw her. All the gaping holes are plugged and she's sporting a shiny new cyber arm. But now that the adrenaline has worn off, it's clear she needs some rest. Good morning. Thanks to the miracle of modern science combined with Doc Castle's magical healing powers, I'm almost good as new. Better, really. Can I talk to you for a few minutes, Coyote? It's like, I mean, soft. Let's take the soft approach, because twice I've said something that I shouldn't have said, and the person is shut down, so I'll just say nice arm. Look, about Sam. I can't say I'm surprised he's dead. Sam was on a downward spiral for a long time. What can I tell you? So you served Sam the night he died. What do you remember about that night? It was a pretty average night. Regular crowd, as I remember. Sam was drinking with a guy named Armitage. Jake? Yeah, you know him? Met him. He's a charmer, too. I like gingers. What the fuck? Anyway, Jake and Sam were having a few. Well, Jake was having a few. Sam was tossing him back, but good. Eventually he got loud, the way he sometimes did when he mixed drinking and who knows what. Mrs. Kubota wanted him ejected. Mr. Kluwa wasn't around, can't remember why, so she asked Jake to do the honors. Jake dragged him out the back into the alley, and that's the last I saw him. Saw Sam. So everybody keeps mentioning how Kluwe wasn't around, but then again, there would have been like no reason for Jake to go outside with him, I guess, and I don't know, but yeah, I don't know, whatever. So you said he got loud. Do you remember what he was saying? Standard Sam Dirk. How he grew up rich and didn't deserve this. How he hated his mother. How he loved his mother. It was pretty pathetic stuff. Where did Sam live? On the streets, mostly. He'd occasionally convince someone to let him flop on their couch, but he'd always overstay his welcome and get kicked out after a few days. Sometimes I'd sneak him down here so he could crash in one of the bunks. He used one on the night before I saw him last. Maybe something fell out of his pocket. I think we know the answer to all of these except for this one, but I don't think this is really pertinent to the case. Is that the right word? Anyway, tell me about Sam. I did. He made me laugh. No one else seemed to like Sam's jokes, but I did. Me too. We're friends. He saved my ass once. I don't think he saved my ass. I think we were in the shit together. We ran together. Got it. Because it was the same way for me, in a way. We drank together. Sam just had a way of charming you. I guess I knew him the best of everyone here. Sorry he's gone. Did Sam have any enemies? So I'm guessing yes. It's hard to say. Sam partied hard, and when he did, he ran his mouth off pretty good. Got his ass kicked on more than one occasion. But no, I don't think he had any enemies. At least none that I'm aware of. So how bad was his drinking? If it was just the drinking, it would have been bad. But Sam wasn't the monogamous type. He dabbled in everything. Booze, chips, drugs. He loved the nitro. Whatever he could get his hands on. It wasn't always like that, but once he got sick, he started using more and more stuff to try to forget about it. I didn't even know he was sick. Dying, did you know? Yeah, everyone could tell. You could just look at him and see he was a walking corpse. It had to be the drinking. Then he disappeared for a while, and one day he came back all better. Looked good even. Okay. So, I think I know what's going on. He got himself a new liver, but he didn't pay for it. Someone got themselves a new spleen, someone got themselves a new heart, and someone got themselves a new pair of eyes, and then they didn't pay for them. Or, yeah, probably didn't pay for them. There might be something else too, but they didn't fulfill their contract, I guess. How did he say he got better? He said his mom helped him out. Never said how, though. Okay. Her mom shot herself, or someone staged it, so maybe her mom bought a new brain. Maybe she had a implant that they took and then just staged the shot in the head or something. I don't know. Thanks, Coyote. Now I need you two to do something for me. What? We just did something for you. We saved your ass. What do you need, babe? I need you to talk to Mr. Delilah for me about the Royale run. He's usually upstairs. Tell him I didn't get the gems. Maybe I can take another run at it when I recover. I will. So I guess we got a little chance to be dishonorable, but so that was where he slept. Let's start off with that one. It's gonna be one of these quick. No, the bunk is a mess and reeks of booze. Searching through the sheets, blankets, and pillow, you find an old photograph that has seen a lot of wear. Show it to me. The picture is of a blonde boy and girl, both about age 14, sitting on a dock on the edge of a lake. They appear to be twins. The boy has his arm tight around the girl's shoulders and is mugging for the camera. The girl is planting a kiss on his cheek while making rabbit ears behind his head with her fingers. Written in a woman's hand are words, Sam and Jessica, Lake Sammamish State Park, summer 2040. Right. I'll take it. I think we know where we're going at some point, at least. To Sam's home. I think we've got a clear picture of what happened. Hey. So we need to, Algernon. What a name. What a look. I think we need to find out who does these types of operations. David Fry II. I wonder what happened to the first one. In Shadowrun of Circles, the term doctor is often used quite liberally to describe any sawbones with a needle and a thread, but in this case of the Union's resident medical expert, nothing could be further from the truth. The safe house boasts a fully equipped medical suit, complete with shamanic fetishes. This is sixth world medicine of the highest caliber. So, I don't know what the sixth world is, but I'm guessing it's this one or something, or I don't know. The doctor herself is an unassuming sort, perhaps the type to go unnoticed entirely, if not for the sprightly spirit perched on her shoulder like her own personal gargoyle. The spirit's burning eyes follow you constantly, even as the doctor's own eyes are buried in her charts. However, she does look up enough to acknowledge your approach. I'm Dr. Castle. I understand you were instrumental in bringing Coyote back to us. Thank you for that. And I suppose you were the one who patched her up. Noel Sheen, whatever. Now, fixing up her arm, that was a piece of work. You're welcome, Doc, and I gotta say that was some Work you did on her. Your talents may be going to waste down here. Well, I wouldn't say that. I'm sure she sees a lot of action. High praise for a simple arm swap, especially since she wouldn't let me repair her face. I can tell you're surprised to find a full-service medbay under a dive bar in a slum. Don't be, this is a Shadowrun bar after all. For a purveyor of cyberware and trauma kits, there is no better place to set up a practice. I patch runners up, install and maintain their cyberware, and provide medical supplies for their runs. I may not be as mobile as Doc Wagon, but I'm the next best thing. Can I help you with anything? What's that fucking thing on your shoulder? Do you have any cyberware available? Okay, vision magnification eyes. Basic cyber eye replacement extends and enhances your vision, adds 3% to hit points. Now, these are something that I think I should and could use money on, but I think I want to save up so that so we already have this, but we could buy it, I guess, without using skills. I did not know that, but that's fine. Like buying a leg and an arm, just buying everything actually would be great, but it's alright. It's like 10k right there, a bit more. No, a bit less. What? Tired. Brain ain't work. 5,000 and 3,000 for it. So it's, yeah, around 10k. Around 10k, so it's sort of expensive, but then again, if I don't spend my money on much, we could get it pretty soon. Probably, possibly. Now, what's that thing? This little guy supports the healing rituals I perform on my patients after surgery, dramatically reducing their recovery time. Not standard procedure, of course, but the results speak for themselves. He doesn't look like a doctor. So your medical supplies. So, teammate to life with 100% of their total health. Very expensive, but I think it might be useful. It might be really useful at some point if some tank guy falls down, and then you just bring them right back to the game. It might be good. Now, tell me more about trauma kits. Trauma kits are fully automated stabilization units that include a defibrillator, spray-on synthetic skin, and medical nanomachines. They can save a runner's life if you move fast enough. So if you're bleeding out, one of those can get you back on your feet. Exactly. But you have to be quick. This is Doc Wagon's own field tech, but even their stuff has its limits. I like how they sort of explain it a little bit. That it's not just like this gives you health, and then, you know, health is a strange thing. I think health bars and health systems should get revamped, because like back in the day you could understand simplified health in a sense, because you didn't have the machines that we do now. But I think in like a game I was making, it was like if you get shot, there's a lot of things that happen, which was actually really fun to make, and then really fun to watch function. But are you a shaman too? While modern medical technology makes surgery less disruptive than it used to be, it's still an ordeal for both the body and the spirit, requiring extensive recuperation to properly heal. I'm trained in the ways of the spirit world as well as the scientific world. I do my best to heal the whole patient. That's pretty good. Heal everything. Great. We can leave. I don't think we're going to get any sort of real surprises down here in a way where we can't go upstairs. Let's talk to the most interesting man in the room. Algernon. Past the bar, the edges of the safe house become somewhat indistinct due to the magical haze surrounding a particular elf. The man seems only half of this realm, his mind wandering the far horizons of astral space, while his body peddles in otherworldly wares. Good evening, young human, and welcome to this humble home that we call the Union. I'm Algernon Half-Dream. What a name. To ease your way through the sixth world, I offer you the best in magical foci, spells, and fetishes for the conjuring of spirits. Let me see what you got. Right, so they're the same ones basically. I don't remember if this is cheaper or more expensive. But I still do think that I probably, well, at least at some point I'm going to have to, and I'm going to want to take that. But I'll save the money because I don't know all the things that are going to happen. Merceman. I know your name. Eric Merceman, change your clothes, change your life, right? Not only will you look better, not that you look bad now or anything, but each one will help you keep you on the right side of the ground. Take a look. That's right, it was him. There's nothing new, it seems. Wish I could test these out. I look too much like a your average thug. Weapons, man? Theodore, wow, Buster Gruberman is a well-groomed orc, dressed with a precision that suggests the straight lines of a military officer's uniform. His hair is cropped short, high, and tight, as they say, and the neatness this presents is only compromised by the uneven tusks protruding from his mouth. Well, why was that so difficult? The only other defect in this picture of perfection is the man's cybernetic right arm, which is obvious enough to be noticeable, but not so obvious as to ruin the line of his suit. When he speaks, the orc's voice is soft and thoughtful, and he talks almost exclusively in numbers. Calibers, ranges, rounds per second, arc of fire, razoring factor, tensile strength, and of course price. Bunkerbuster Gruberman at your service. Friends call me Buster. I also answer to Sergeant, Sir, and even Theodore on occasion. Anytime you're in the market for firearms, ammunition, or ordnance, I'm your man. How can I help you? What exactly do you sell here? Well, weapons, probably. Things that go bang in all shapes and sizes, plus other odds and ends on occasion. Consider me your own personal armory. All weapons are guaranteed to meet strict UCAS military spec or your money back. In addition, I can handle routine maintenance, repairs, and upgrades if you so desire. And if that wasn't enough, I also teach a safety and instructional course every weekend. This week we're covering bayonets. Mark my word, they're making a comeback. Yeah, I mean, if people are using melee weapons, a bayonet is one of the best. Show me what you got. Black Scorpion. What's his name? The other yellow, I'll just call him Yellow Jacket. He had the Uzi. Most popular SMG in the world. More damage, but less ammunition. I think reloading, it's pretty crucial in a sense, so I think a cap is maybe it evens out, but I think it's more important. A Raffaello shotgun. So there's something new, but then again, not. I don't think we need to swap right now. But he was talking about upgrades, so I'm not sure if we can actually upgrade or if Let's see if we can sell things. I don't need to sell the baseball bat. I don't need to sell these because I might need them at some point. Good to have a single grenade. The drugs. This is one of those things, like, that's fine. I'll hold on to it in case I need it, in a sense where I'm like trapped. And there's nothing else to save my butthole. What? Nothing right now, thank you very much. And then we have David Fry II. Every inch of the tech alcove is covered in a chaotic patchwork quilt of circuit boards, chips, wires, displays, and a million other things that you can't identify. In the eye of this techno-bit storm stands a dwarf, immaculately dressed and supremely calm. David Fry II. I know that look. Don't let the size of the shop fool you. I can get any Matrix hardware or software that exists, and if it doesn't exist, then I can get it made for you. The first mistake, actually, I think, in the whole game, which is pretty impressive. Any questions I can answer, or anything gear you need. Or then he's just being weird, because that's a second mistake. So maybe he just can't talk properly. What's a deck? You jack into the Matrix, or in the context of a run, when you jack into the local node of the facility you're in, the deck determines how many programs and ESPs you can carry and the firepower of your base Matrix attack. Decks have IP. When a deck's IP is reduced to 0, you'll get booted from the system and it'll hurt. What's a program? A program in the Matrix allows you to defend your avatar against countermeasures and enemy deckers. There are a wide variety of different programs for attack and defense at different power levels. As you progress as a decker, you can use more powerful versions of these programs. This one is, I can't remember it. Johnny, I want to take this one. Johnny Clean. Sure, when you infiltrate a facility on a run, you have a team. When you jack into the Matrix, you are all alone. That's where ESPs come in. An ESP is a highly advanced artificial life program, which, when you deploy it, manifests as another team member in the Matrix. Different types of ESPs have different abilities. Okay, so we haven't really gotten into this decking thing. What do you have for sale? Decking 3 required. We already have this. Killjoy level 1. This is one of those things that might be really useful. Produces alarm state. That's interesting. Because I've always... Another thing about games and alarms is... I feel that... Like in let's say like Splinter Cell games or stealth games and stuff like that. When people are alarmed... and they know that shit is going on, and then they, you know, after a few seconds, they're like, oh, whatever. It always just breaks the immersion, like a whole lot, and it just makes the game sort of cheesable in many ways. So then, again, in the game that I've been working on and off here and there, just for practice, if people are actually alarmed, then they're going to stay alarmed and act accordingly, in a sense, so they don't just get back to normal. Minus 50 IP damage to IC and Decker, so I guess like if you die in the Matrix, you're going to be fine in the real world. Hostile target will take 25 additional damage from incoming attacks for 3 rounds. Now these are sort of good. Creates a shield expert system program. Creates an exploder expert system program. Attacker, an assassin. So these are the artificial companions, basically. Increases your chance to hit versus enemy IC and Deckers by 15% for 3 rounds. I think like boosting yourself and then attacking is something I should look into. Because if the battles are going to be, you know, longer, then boosting and everything is going to have much more of an impact. But, I'll not do these yet, although I have that one program. I can't see it here. I need to see it on. It increased the aim chance, but then that itself had like a 50% chance of hitting, so it really wasn't good. So if I was to get something, it would probably be heals yourself or a friendly target for 40 IP. This one to get a better chance at hitting the things and then going at it. But at the same time, if I'm not going to focus on that mainly, then it's going to maybe not be a good idea. And these are consumables. That's actually good to know, that so that if I use one, it's going to be used up. Huh, okay. See you later. Oh, I'm being rude. Let me also introduce you to our resident decker and my good friend Johnny Clean. While in the same overalls that you saw him in upstairs, down here, leaning over a workbench crammed with circuit boards, cables, and chips, Johnny Clean seems a totally different person. You get the impression that Johnny was once as hot and as invisible as the most infamous deckers today. So there might be some history with this guy. Oh, right. So because this is like, I guess not a second iteration, but this is like a sequel to an original game that was back in, like, maybe not the 80s, but still. So this guy was probably, Johnny Clean was one of the people there. So how is decking used? The decking skill is often used just on terminals in the real world to get information, hack doors, etc. But occasionally, a run will have the option or the requirement to go into the local matrix of the facility you are infiltrating in order to gain access to valuable information or control more important things in the real world. You know, like turrets and shit. That would be good. Why are you dressed as a janitor? Did I stand out upstairs? No, janitors never do. Well, you sort of did. When I was younger, I had a rep for getting in and getting out of systems so cleanly that no one knew I was there. Half the Matrix runs that earned me my rep were made possible because I was able to get inside the facility posing as a janitor. Now it's just sort of part of me, right? So I'm guessing it was like one of the parts of the game, the earlier game, that you could dress as a janitor and get in or something like that, or then it was just him all the time. Is it true that you were part of the Echo Mirage team? Let me take this one. Listen, I've known the guy for over a decade, and he's been smart enough not to tell me. So he is sure as hell not going to tell you anything about those days. For your health and his, best to let the subject drop. I got Google, fucker. Alright, done. So we're not going to buy anything. We're going to go upstairs. I think that pop-up was just that we met everyone. Yeah. So let's go upstairs because we got the rocks. I don't know why it was sort of optional, because it was fairly easy. No, there was a dog there. No, you're up here again. Shit, bro. Okay. Mr. Delilah. Mr. Delilah looks small and tough, with an untraceable shoddy on his back and a heavy vest under his trench coat. He's got the air of someone who gets things done and occasionally does them himself. He might be an ex-runner, one of the rare ones smart enough to move over to management when he felt his reflexes slowing down. What do you want? Mr. Delilah, we have business to discuss. What business? I got no business with you. Ugly fuck. What? We're with the Coyote. She's indisposed at the moment. Coyote sent us. At the mention of Coyote, he finally gives you his full attention. When you say so, Coyote is late and my client is getting anxious. Where is she? Downstairs trying on a new arm. Your run went south for her. She's downstairs in the med bay. Got her arm torn off on the job. No kidding. Huh. Well, whatever. She's tough. She'll pull through. So, who are you two? Oh, shit, yeah. Paco. That's his name. The guys that got your goods. What difference does it make? This is Coyote's boyfriend, Paco. I'll just give him our names. I don't think he needs our life story. Great. We're all introduced. Now, give me my stones. Hold back the best stone and give him the rest. Hold back the pebble with the runes on it and give him the rest. It's not my job, sort of, so I'll give him the stones. In an instant, there's a jeweler's scope on his eye, moving quickly through what appear to be the most valuable stones. He stops when he finds what appears to be an ordinary pebble inscribed with Hebrew characters. That's the one. Okay, you done good, but you're late, and Coyote knows that in this case, late equals no payment. But I'm feeling magnanimous tonight, so you guys can keep the rest of the gems as your reward. Whatever. Mr. Delilah looks you up and down, takes you all in, sniffs the air around me. Listen, you look like the sort of man who might run a crew of your own one day. Might need a little talent. When that happens, you come to me. I'll set you up. Bye. Looks like you impressed him. No offense for those gems. Van Gass, follow me. Van Gass. Van Grass? Van Grass is fiddling with his cyber eye while noodling on his PDA. You're back, still busy. What's your story? I can see you're a busy man. Let's try that. That's right, and so I wouldn't bother you if I hadn't come into possession of these rare stones. Rare stones, huh? Let me see those rare stones. Oh, there we go. You hear the servos in Mongrass's cyber eye whir as a magnifying lens slips into position. He bends his head over the stones for 2 seconds, maybe less. Where'd you get this, Drek? A gumball machine? I'll give you 1,000 for them. Did the software in your HUD appraise the value of the stones? Could be. We both know that the International Gemological Institute will set the price far higher than your offer. I'll take time for you to get top nyen for it. Let's call it 2,000. I mean, 2,000 right now is good, just to get rid of this fucking Van Grass guy. Done. Give me your cred stick. Right, so 2,000 and maybe give part of it to Coyote later, we'll see. Do we have a mission anymore? Return to Coyote. We have 13 karma. That feels like a lot, but then again, it's not. I could get all the way over here, which is another etiquette, but I don't really want or need that right now. Drone control. Able to equip 2 drones. Class S drone. ESP control. I don't think I want to use these. Single use $500 with our money, not great. Grants a bonus to the hit points recovered when using a med kit. So I think this might actually be good. Maybe I'm missing, or maybe this is shit, so I might need an upgrade on that. And strength, not really, no. Dodge, maybe. I'll hold on to it for now, and I will carry this on in the next one when I speak to Coyote, and then we'll, if we can sort of know where we're going, what we're doing next, we might increase decking or then some other thing, or then if we're fine, we'll just keep the karma and then stack it on something good. Because I was thinking it might be fun to just take a little bit of everything, but I know that's not that's usually not the correct or best way to play an RPG, but I think it might create a most interesting playthrough because we can sort of do everything. The reason where it sort of breaks down is that then we can't do anything properly, which sort of sucks. I guess at high levels we're going to need something, so if we're sort of good at everything, we're not going to be able to maybe do some high checks for something, so it's either something or nothing basically, but we'll figure it all out, and I'll see you in the next one.